Hello guys, Fred here from Pro Tennis Trader, hope you're well. So you're joining me at the closing stages of the first set in the match between Zhang and Monteiro at the ATP Rome. Now both players have had a strong first set with solid service holds and good stats, so I don't really mind who wins this opening set. Now Monteiro was a slight favourite from the start, but not a lot in it, but it looks like Zhang is going to take this first set. So we'll just wait until he does take this first set, and if he does take it on this point, it will be Zhang to serve first in the second set, in which case we'll allow him to serve first and hopefully hold before entering any trades. And as we can see, Zhang has just taken it in the tiebreak, and it will be him to serve first in the second set. So as I said, hopefully he will hold, which will give us better pricing to enter into a trade on Monteiro. If he doesn't hold, then we'll just alter the strategy slightly. So let's just wait and see what happens in this first game in the second set. So we've just arrived at deuce in this first game of the second set with Zhang serving. It's always nice to see that the player we're going to be backing giving the server a hard time on his first service game. Obviously this boosts confidence in backing the player in his first service game. So let's just see what happens in this first service game, if Zhang takes it or whether Monteiro gets the early break. Now whatever happens, I will be trading 250 a point. If Zhang holds this service game, this will give us better pricing, so I'll be backing 2 points on Monteiro in this second service game of the second set. So Zhang has just gone advantage up. Let's see if he can take it. Now the reason I'm not showing the actual match is because I keep getting copyright strikes from YouTube, so it's just not worth showing the match. I am watching the match, and I'd always recommend having the match on so you can see the players actually performing. It's particularly important if they get injured or their demeanor is showing poor signs, or they're looking tired, whatever. It's always good to have a view of what's going on during the match. Okay, so Zhang has taken this first service game, so I'll be backing 2 points. We've got a price of 4. Let's see if that gets matched. Okay, so that's got matched without a problem. So it's £500 back stake on Monteiro. Now the strategy will be to lock in some profit on the service games, but keep some money in the market to capitalise on a break if we get it, or a sniff of a break, and of course any overreaction in the market. So let's see how this first service game for Monteiro plays out in the second set. So a nice seamless serving game from Monteiro here. So he's 40 love up, and he just needs to close out this last serve to take the game to love. This is what we always like to see with the player we're backing, and he's done it. So nice seamless service game there. So I'm going to reduce the liability here and lock in profit on this first service game from Monteiro. So I'm going to take a 1 point out of the market, which locks in profit, reduces the liability. And I'll look to top this back up in Monteiro's next service game. So we'll wait and see what happens next, whether Zhang can hold or whether we get an early break, in which case the strategy will be changed to reflect this. So let's see what happens in this next service game. So I'm just waiting for Zhang's second service game of the second set to play out. If he holds, then we'll be topping up Monteiro. Now if he breaks, then I'll be happy with that. We've got the early break and we can jump on that. We've got 1 point in the market to ride the swing. But if anything, going to deuce again shows confidence in Monteiro, as he's really challenging him here, as he did in the first set, taking him to deuce, and he's now taken him to deuce twice with actually 2 break points. Now we did have some overaction in the market, but not enough to justify taking any money out at the moment. So let's just wait and see what happens in the second service game. So it's advantage Zhang. Can he take this? And yes, he has. So I'm going to top up Monteiro again and scalp some money on his service game. If he holds it again, I'll be looking to take some money out, reduce liability, and lock in some profits. So Monteiro to serve in his second service game of the second set. 40-30 at the moment to Monteiro in this second service game of the second set. He's being challenged a little bit harder by Zhang compared to his first service game, but I think he can close this one out. So let's just wait and see what happens. And if he closes it out, then I'll be reducing liability and locking in profit. But Zhang is looking a little bit stronger in this service game. Okay, so we've got the hold. I say was challenged a little bit more there. So I'm going to take a point out the market, lock it in profit, and of course reducing the liability. So essentially scalping the service hold. That would be nice to see us get the break on Zhang in Zhang's next service game. But it doesn't always happen like that. So let's wait and see what happens with Zhang's next service game, and that will depend on what we do next with our trade. So it's just gone to love 15 with Monteiro just losing out on that first service point. Now I believe this is the first time it's gone to love 15 in the whole match. I may be wrong, but I don't think he did in the opening set. Now love 15 is not a problem. If it goes to love 30, now I do treat love 30 as essentially my ultimate stop loss. If you think about like Forex trading, you know, if it's going down that far, you're better off hedging your bets and getting out. You can always re-enter, but let's hope it doesn't go to, okay, spoken too soon, it's gone to love 30, so we need to hedge out. Now it's important to do this quickly. Now I can always re-enter at 30 all or deuce, so I've got out there at, what did I get out at? 5, around 5.1. So let's see if he can come back. If he comes back to 30 all, I will look to re-enter. If he doesn't, then essentially we've saved ourselves from a much bigger loss. So let's just wait and see what happens with the remainder of this game. So there certainly seems to have been a change of momentum in this service game. Monteiro was kind of dominating this second set, but now it looks like Zhang has upped his game. He's now love 40, and it looks like Monteiro is going to be broken. So this isn't such a problem, as of course we got out at the price of 5.1. Now this is actually a good lesson to learn of how much you can mitigate your loss. We see here, so he's just taken the the service game. So we got out at 5.1. Now if you'd waited until service endgame, you'd have had to get out at 15. It's now dropped down to 13.5, but realistically you're getting out at 15. So you imagine getting out at 5.1 versus 15. So just imagine what that would do to your balance. So that's why I treat the love 30 as essentially my ultimate stop loss. Yes, sometimes a player will come back, but it's better safe than sorry. If you're saving yourself more than double the loss, then it just makes so much more sense to get out at love 30. Now this isn't ideal for the first live trading session of the series I'm going to be running, but as my members will testify, I show losses as well as wins, and what this video has shown is that quite a valuable lesson really. If you can get out at love 30, you save yourself from a much larger loss. You're mitigating your loss. So that's the big take home from this video. If we do get the break back here, I will look to re-enter, but it certainly looks like Zhang has upped his game. So what are we at now? 15 all. So let's wait and see if we can get the break back. If so, we can re-enter into this match. But otherwise, trading done for the day. And if you look at my £250 a point, you know, I'm minus 115. That's less than half a point loss. So that is not a big issue at all. Trading, of course, is all about profiting over the long term. Now, I very rarely do have big losses due to the risk-averse approach that I do take to trading. But of course, you will have losses from time to time. It just so happens that this first trading video is a very slight loss. Now, we'll be running a few of these live trading sessions, so please do hit the subscribe button and make sure you follow my trades. Now, we've just actually gone 15.30 here, so maybe Monteiro can come back. Let's just hang on in here to see what happens in this service game from Zhang, leading 4-2 in the second set. Okay, so it's 30 all. If Monteiro could break back, then we could be back in the game. Otherwise, that's trading done for today. So Monteiro did tease us there, looking like he could take the break back, but in the end Zhang held to take it to 5-2. So that is trading done for today with just a slight half-point loss, which is, as I said earlier, not a big deal at all. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and hopefully you'll look forward to my next videos with my live trading sessions. As always, keep a close eye on the in-play stats, and I've got loads of in-play stats analysis videos on my YouTube channel, so please have a look through these to see what you should be looking for in the opening set to give you the green light to trade. Now have a good one, and good luck with your trading. Now if you found this video useful, then please do check out my YouTube channel for loads more videos and subscribe to be notified of when I upload new videos. And if you'd like to become a successful tennis trader, then you can start your journey by enrolling on my free video course, An Introduction into Tennis Trading, at protennistrader.com. And you can also grab a free copy of my ebook, Tennis Trading, the Ultimate Guide to Getting Started. I'll see you soon.